Hi everybody. Today we got a review here for Elita-1. This is from the Transformers 1 movie and the Robot Battler series. So as you can see, she's on her stand right now holding her weapon for battle, and we're going to pull her off first to take a look at her individual components. Before we do that, let's take a look at the box here. As you can see, there's some nice art from promo art from the film, and we can see the toy in its battle demonstration. Same in the back, and we get a nice picture. Okay, we'll take a look at the sides next. And we've got her pretty cool looking Cybertronian vehicle mode. She's a type of motorcycle. Here we have a nice group shot of the team, the main stars from the film. Over here we got another feature shot of Elita by herself and her cool vehicle mode. And we're going to put this back. Take a look at Elita herself. Okay, you can have the box. He has the box. Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm under this chair.
Why are you under a chair?
That's why I got a video.
Oh, okay, well, alright, that's not weird. Okay, here is Elita-1. I'm going to start by pulling off this weapon. All the weapons that come with the robot battlers are interchangeable, and they tend to all resemble sort of a sword slash burst of energy.
And hammer.
Or hammer, if you're of that opinion. If you've seen our video for Optimus and Megatron, you can see they both come with additional weapons, but your standard bots who are sold by themselves just have one weapon, like this one here. We're going to pull her off her base. Like all the others, she comes on a base that has 2 pegs for her feet, and you can see 2 pegs there in her feet. And let's see if we can get a little closer in on her robot mode. There you go, you can check out. I think she has a really nice paint job.
Yeah, that's a really pretty paint.
And at this time, she is the only Elita-1 figure you can get from the film. Yeah?
Can you say that the pink is really pretty and cute?
Yes, the pink is really pretty and cute. Sort of, I guess you would say, a magenta.
Yeah, magenta.
Yeah, and then she's got a nice, I really like the silver paint she's got on arms and legs. Oh yeah, on her chest here right in the middle, there's a molded in cog that, if you've seen trailers for the movie, you know is vital to them transforming. Now, articulation wise, she does this.
Hidden articulation.
And that's it. What? Hidden articulation.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there's a couple. Yes. Due to transformation, she can look down a little bit, like, is my shoe untied? Nah, we're good. And then she can also, if she needs to throw a punch, she can do that.
Now, move on to the transformation.
Or fist bump people.
Can you move on to the transformation?
Yes, why don't we move on to the transformation, since that is the request. Woo, out of focus there. Alright, to transform her, we go back to that head movement I just showed you a minute ago. Rotate that up. Rotate that as far as it will go, because otherwise it won't fit in between the little slots on the hands. Then take this and just butterfly the whole thing together. And there's multiple tabs. And I found that this stays tabbed pretty tightly, which is good. But I'll show you a little bit on how to get that untabbed later. And then we want to, now this is per the instructions, because those were 2 steps right there, 1, 2, head, arms. But the instructions describe it as a 3-step changer, so they actually consider this part where you tab in her weapon as the 3rd step in the transformation. Just discovered this, so I wanted to mention it. It turns out that you can plug in her weapon into the tailpipe on the motorcycle. These tailpipes nicely line up. They are the feet connectors to the battle stands. Now those don't actually tab in, but they do stay decently as long as you don't get too rough with the bike and move it around too hard. I wanted to share that because I thought it was pretty neat. And as a motorcycle, she should roll. Does she roll? Yep, she rolls pretty good. And I thought it was interesting too that besides this one big wheel in the front, she has 2 wheels in the back. And originally, when I first saw this toy coming out, I thought that was because, simply because, you know, due to the way the robot would transform, that they couldn't do a single wheel in the back. But if you've seen more trailers for the film, you've seen that that actually is true to her design, that she does have 2 thin wheels in the back and then the one big thick one in the front. Okay, now I said I would help transform her back, so let's pull this off. And then this can be a little tricky. If you've got fingernails that aren't particularly long or strong, such as myself, you might have trouble getting that apart.
I can help them.
Well, I know you can help, but you don't live with other people who are going to have this toy, so I need to show them how to do it themselves, so they don't get all sad and say, oh, I can't get it, I'm never going to play with it again. So let's go back up here. You can put your thumbs in between these 2 guys and get that cracked. Then maybe slide your fingers up and peel it apart. And then we push the head back till it clicks. Because if it don't click, she'll be looking down. So you push it back until it kind of clicks. Okay, it did not click. I'll edit a click in the video. I don't know. So anyway, there she is, back in her robot mode. Now, we want to demonstrate what it is like to do a battle, but there's a problem, and you'll see it soon enough. Right here, this is her stand, or the current state of her stand. The way these stands work, by the way, is that you stick 2 fingers in and this one will spin it. But, what? Yes, we showed some of this off in the Sentinel Prime review.
And the double pack review.
And the double pack review. Alright, for comparison though, what this should look like is this. A peg straight forward and a peg straight back. That gives you the correct range of motion. I'm going to bring Megatron in here. Alright. So he should be facing to the right from your finger point of view. Then when you spin this, he swings and points all the way left. And his arms will come up during the process. But Elita's is not positioned like that, so we got to fix that. And as far as how it got this way, this is really important that I feel like I should tell people, because they're probably going to experience this just like we did. Where just from the act of fighting and swinging, these bots are going to lock up and they may well hold each other back or push each other forward so that the gear inside here gets bumped out of the correct notch. So I want to show you how to repair this on your own. What you're going to need is a small screwdriver. Like this is a pretty teeny one. It came with a spudger kit that I bought just for working with Transformers. And you're going to turn it over and see there are 2 screw holes on the back here. We want to pull these screws out and pull the panel off the back. Thankfully there's not too many pieces, so this shouldn't be too scary to do. I got one, now it's time for the second. And I'll set that down. Now we want to just kind of carefully peel this up. Not because you're going to break it, just because you don't want any pieces to go flying. Okay, there's that panel. You can see the underside is not smooth, so that's easy to remember which way it goes. Now this finger joint is the one that moves, and if you flip it over, you can see there's gear teeth. And then in this piece, which is the part that spins, that also has gear teeth. I hope that's focused properly. Now what you want, now also there's a little plastic piece inside here that may come out. I'll see if I can get it out. Now you might be able to see that it's coming out a little bit and then flicking back in. If that comes out, just pop it back in, not a big deal. So you want to line this up so there's a pin with the one tab has a pin in it. That's the one you want on the top, which would be basically, you could think of as the front. Then you want to hold that in place, take this guy, put it back in, basically touching here, because that's the default start position. You bring that in and make sure it's meshed up with the gear. Then hold it probably somewhat like this and bring this back in. And then hold that together just as a test. Make sure you're straight the way you want to be aligned. That looks good. So now all we got to do is get these screws back in. I am probably going to edit this so that you don't have to watch me fiddle with screws for a couple minutes. Okay, so we should be good to go. Now, get her ready for battle. You want to plug her into these ports. And I found that Elita-1 may actually be the trickiest to plug in because there's a couple not flat areas that you might have to bump around and get past. Ah, good. I hear my assistant coming by again. Yeah.
One more done this with you.
Yeah?
Baby, you should come take a look at my room.
Okay, I'll take a look at your room.
I'm good. Can I play as Elita?
Nah, you may. Okay. Not yet though, because I also want to show this.
Yeah.
We've had this problem with Elita and at least Megatron, is that if you leave the figure like this and push in on the weapon, it's going to push that arm back and it can pop right off. A little bit of stressing on the plastic here, which has me scared, but hopefully she's okay. I'm going to suggest supporting her arm whenever you push in the weapon. And then we're going to be ready to play. Now I'm going to have, you want to be Elita?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, quick edit here. We decided that because there's a stress crack in Elita-1's right arm that we're going to have her fight left-handed because we're going to feel a lot safer doing it that way, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be controlling her, and my son is going to be controlling Megatron. Are you ready to fight?
Yeah.
3, 2, oh, okay, go ahead. So we're each hoping to knock the other one off their stand. Oh, you won!
Yeah!
Yes, well done.
Okay, now that, before you come take a look at my room, I have something I want to do.
Okay, but we have to finish this video.
Yeah.
So that's been our review of the Elita-1 robot battler, or battler. Oh, anyway. Yeah, she's a really cool transform. She's got a good looking robot mode and she's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yep, so alright, let's say goodbye.
Yep. Bye-bye. See you next time.
Yep. Go. Oh my god. That's
My god.
not good. That's scary.
That is really